I regret to tell you that there is once again water coming through my walls. My house is leaking. This I have discovered 5 minutes before we started streaming. The house is no longer, as we say, waterproof. This is a part of my life now. How are you? Everyone, welcome to Gribbits Detective Agency. Long years have passed since the Gribbits Detective Agency broke soil amidst the old ruins of Quicklime House and formed an agency with the hope that they one day might bring a small measure of light into the darkness underneath these tumultuous times in this inhospitable city of splendors. Now, 2 years can come and go in an instant, and go they surely have, for a dark and terrible curse has been cast upon you all, and your memories have been destroyed by a spell made in the name of the Queen of Carrion herself, Mercoul, and her prophet, Lorenz Delgado, who has dyed blood amongst the tiles of the stairways of Quicklime House, and with it, the entire agency has been flung into a vortex of pain and suffering. And Demi, yes, you have a question.
No, I don't. I'm just looking at your warm forehead. Making your glasses all crazy. I didn't even say anything, so this is your fault.
When I don't write a spiel and I have to improvise it, it makes my forehead really warm. It's just,
your glasses fog up. Yeah.
Now the detective agency has spinning through a hell of their own choosing, a dimension underneath the house where they are.
No, we didn't choose it.
Where they are forced.
To be fair, it is a curse.
You know, it is good to have a voice for the Detective Guild in the prologue, and so I do think that's valid.
Yeah, Carlo, if you actually... You know, I'm going to keep doing the spiel, but if you disagree with any of the spiel, you should feel free to just jump in as an advocate for the detective agency.
Oh my god, Carlo's just allowed to fucking interrupt
You can just set the record straight, okay?
We're not allowed to do fucking anything.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much, Dave.
The difference is, Demi, we don't need permission.
The detective agency have been thrown into a hell that they had no part in causing, and yet here they are.
I love causing hell.
You don't have permission, and if you talk again, there's going to be consequences for your character.
Okay.
I can't make you...
And what are the chances that she's going to live through the night anyway?
That's a good point.
You've got nothing on me, Dave!
It's a good point. It's a good point. 2 years of your memories have been taken from you. Any memory that you have of the joy of companionship between the 11 of the agents is gone, and in its place now all of you see nothing but evil cultists when you look upon each other, with the firm and insistent belief that they mean you harm, and that you must dig deeper and deeper and deeper into this Quicklime House to find something called the Telemann Codex. Find that codex, perhaps, and salvation might be yours, but there are 10 other cultists that must die. First, 5 of them already have. Tomathan Trotwood died underneath some kind of non-specific nightmare monster. Kenneth, a.k.a. Deathlich, fell from a great height and is still falling perhaps past Trongo, who also fell, casting a fire elemental as he did so. Vinegar Pims, bereft of knives, dying on Trinessa's claws, I believe. Trinessa and Gentle, not known where they are. Roquefort Balboa dying in front of the portrait of Telemann Lime himself. Only one still stalks the labyrinth that we know of. Charlie Goodboy, last seen in that same hellish nightmare child's bedroom.
Oh, yeah. The big boy.
There were 4 other agents that were sucked into the portrait at the same time. Zephyr Bell, Dipshit Selma Fate, and Dietrich Hanwald, who even now are spinning through the mists of the curse and land, finding themselves deposited somewhere in a strange arena.
How fast were we spinning?
How fast were you spinning?
Yeah, spinning through the mist.
How fast do you want to spin?
I want to know whether I barf.
Okay, well, make a constitution save.
Okay.
In fact, everybody, because Demi wants to know, everybody make a constitution save.
Well, I got a 12, but let me see what my thing is.
14 is better.
Where is which one? There? This one. Save. This one is it.
Mine was 16.
And I've got an 8.
An 8? Yep.
Where is constitution?
15.
A 15. Carlo, what'd you get?
Abilities,
I tried to guess there.
19 plus 23.
Oh, okay, so I got a 14. I rolled a 12.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 12 on here too. It knows.
Okay,
But you have a plus 2
15 is the
bonus, so
highest.
you
Yeah,
have
I know,
16.
15 was what was
Yeah.
required, which means that nobody buffs except for Dipshit and Selma, who vomit all over themselves.
Oh.
Oh.
Aww.
And I want you to know, Tom, that didn't have to happen. Demi made that happen, so you should use that.
Yeah.
Get that inside internalized.
Oh, my barf.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dipshit.
There you
As they spin to a halt. Thank you.
Wonderful. Now, can everybody quickly also make one more check for me, which are perception checks as well, as we find ourselves in a strange new place.
So mine with these guys, or
No, you
okay.
actually don't need to. You're going to come in a little later.
Skills and then perception.
Yes, sir.
I got a natural 20, Dave.
I got
done.
a natural 7 plus 3, that's 10. It was natural.
Got a 3.
You got a 3?
I'm trying to roll a perception.
Carlo is just shrinking into his webcam, which is quite nice. You got a 3. Right.
3.
So the only person that got above 17 was, it seems, Zephyr. Then we start with you, Alex. So Zephyr, you understand what's happened. You found yourself in this sort of strange crypt deep underneath Quicklime House. The last thing you remember was being sucked through this portrait, and then it seems like your memories are a blur, and all you remember is that 2 years ago you started a quest to find yourself here, and you're trying to find this book. And there are these cultists that are trying to stop you, and you have found yourself deep in a dungeon underground, deep underground Quicklime House, in a vast room, standing on what seems to be like a stonework box in the center of a huge, empty, cavernous room. Large pillars, vaulted ceilings. It seems impossibly large. You've never been here before, but you feel like you are in danger, but your quarry is close. There are exits to the west, to the east, 2 to the west, in fact, 1 to the east and 1 behind you to the south.
Okay. Zephyr looks around and says, "Damn, it's hella vast in here." And then she's like, "What the fuck? This is like so crazy. I don't remember a single thing. Damn." Okay, so I'm just gonna go like north because that just feels like straightforward. That feels normal. That's like I'm just gonna go north.
Okay, that was critically the one direction I said that there wasn't an entrance. So you walk up to the wall.
Okay, so I walk into a wall.
Yeah, you walk up.
And then my nose slides, and I guess I go east.
Great, all right. You're sliding up against the wall. Make for me one more perception check.
Okay, Dave. That's a 15. Thank you very
Cool.
much.
All right. You do notice as your face slides along that what you thought was a big box is in fact a huge mausoleum inside. Do you find the word huge funny, Demi?
No, it was just because I thought you were just going to say instead of a big box, you find a huge box. She just got closer. You can't just change things like that.
And you can see now that there are old stone doors leading into a mausoleum that's in the center of the space. As you head towards the east, you can actually see, if you want to have a quick look here, Shaq, on the map, you can sort of see the area of where you are.
Uh-oh. We're having map issues.
Well, I'll describe it for you for a while, but we may get the map in a second. But yes. Yeah, okay, so if you can actually see, this is you here, Alex. Big mausoleum behind you. And there's steps leading up into a larger area up to the east. And you can see now that, with a 15, that the area is very, very dark. But there are little orbs built into the walls around here that give off this sort of strange green light that sort of draws you towards them, but otherwise it's very, very hard to see. You're basically working blind. Can you see in the dark?
How would I know that about myself?
Turn off the lights.
Yeah, just turn off the light, see what happens.
No, I don't. Is it a racial trait?
Yeah, I don't think you can.
No, I don't. What other characters? Phil's does.
It's funny, it seems like most non-human classes can, but it's Air Genasi, I guess, can't. So you're heading towards, and then I'm going to quickly jump to you, Selma. You have found yourself in a strange mausoleum in unknown space. Up high, looking out over a dark area lit by green orbs.
Okay.
Your breath heavy in your ears is the only thing that you can hear.
I've been breathing in my ears.
Yeah. You're nervous. Your blood's up.
With such long lips.
Yeah. But you suddenly get the sense that there is something coming towards you.
Okay.
And then as you look, you can see in the dark, can't you? You're a satyr.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So as you look, you suddenly see a cultist, a necromite cultist of Merkul, sneaking up towards you from the north.
From the north, and they're sneaking. And all right. So what way am I facing? Because I've only just got here, Dave.
Yeah. So you are. Imagine I'm going to use this one for you. I think that's fair.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. Okay. All right, and they're sneaking towards me. Does it seem like they have seen me?
No, they haven't. They're coming in blind, but you know that the necromite cultists are here to steal the book that you're trying to find.
Okay, well, then I would like to try and do like a fun, like stealthy maneuver thing. I want to do a. Ooh, where is it? Fuck, Dave, fuck! I want to do a mirthful...
to tell me what you want
I just want to do a mirthful leap in this direction.
So a cool, stealthy, mirthful leap?
Yes.
What does that look like?
It looks like me going like, shoosh, and then I like kind of bloop over here.
Great. Yep. All right,
And I think I can just do them.
Yeah, you can. And you have nimble now at level 4, so you can move very fast. You could even get up onto the mausoleum if you wanted to.
I want to, but I want to do it like stealthy. I want to be like hiding straight away if I can.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Like, can I be like around here?
Make me 2 tests. I want you to make
Okay.
an acrobatics check. You can have advantage because of your nimbleness. And then I want you to make a stealth check.
Acrobatics. Oh, that's a 17.
17?
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. Now what's your... And you don't need an advantage for that. That's
Okay.
fine. What do you get for your stealth?
B.
That's a nat 20 plus 2.
It says B.
Oh, holy shit. All right. You completely... You make that irritating noise and then you sort of ghost bomb. And you completely disappear. Nobody knows where you are.
Cool. My headphones stopped working, so I'm just going to do this without you two, and then I'm going to sort that out after this.
Okay, great. You'll starting to sort that out now, I think.
Yes,
because you have full vision
Okay.
of the mausoleum, which means that you can see now that there are other cultists around. One of them to your west. There are 2 doors that look into like cells leading into the dark, and you can see what looks like a glowing device in one of them. And you can see
In the cell?
In a cell, and you can now see from your height as well. And if you sort of zoom up here, Shaq, you'll see that there is a large, giant, sort of, ooh, look at this, glowing.
Woo!
I know. Thank you very much, WizKids. Runes smoking in the same green light that pervades this place to your east. You can see all of this from your high vantage point.
Okay, beautiful. But that's my turn, isn't it?
And I will let you, Dietrich. Can you also make for me a perception check?
Yes. I got 16 plus... What do I add for perception? 1. I got 17.
Okay. You find yourself in... You hear suddenly the sound of something going... Can you make that noise for me again? A mirthful leap, a cool mirthful leap?
Yeah, my cool mirthful leap.
was like, shh, wee, wasn't it?
Woo!
Okay, you hear that noise, Carlo. You can't see anything, but you hear it as you jerk into alertness. And are you can't get sound?
It's okay. It will be.
Use these.
Oh.
I've got some earpods at all.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Simon.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Carlo, and you see it's coming far to the east of you. You're sitting down with your back to a wooden wall. It seems like it's coming from above as well.
I'm sitting down, right?
Yep, with your back to a wooden wall.
Well,
And what,
2 years of memories gone. How do I know it's 2 years? Because only the last 2 years was when I experienced joy. Now it's just sadness. Sadness and the sound of something deep in the dark towards sunrise. I'm going to go west.
all right, as you start to get up, Carlo, there's a clink and suddenly a metallic sound, and you realize that you are manacled to a beam that is all along the wall that you were sitting to, and you're actually wearing a manacle. And you can now see in the low light that you're in what looks like a cell. There are dark bars, and it seems like another figure manacled to the northern wall.
You can see so well because
I
of his
had
manacle.
$1 for every time that I woke up manacled to a bench. I tell you what. So, well, I guess I'll try and get out of these manacles. And the easiest way that I can do that is probably with a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And the spell that I will do to get out of this is create or purify water.
Okay,
Create or destroy water.
talk me through. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt because I don't think you're here to waste time. So
Okay, so this is the plan that Dietrich's cooked up.
Yeah.
Is that he's going to create water inside the lock mechanism of the manacles.
yeah.
And so much water will be created that the pressure will break the manacles open.
I mean, famously, a key can get into a manacles, right? My concern is
Oh,
going.
there's going to be more water than a key, Dave. Right? I'm not talking just like a key size of water here, buddy. I'm talking like a lot of water.
I
think it'd be easier to just drown yourself, buddy.
That's definitely an option. All right, so you can create up to 10 gallons of clean water.
Oh, you bet your sweet Bippy.
That's at least 10 keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and it does happen. It happens over the content. Yeah, it happens over 6 seconds.
And it does fall as rain.
It does. Yeah. That's true. It starts raining on you, Carlo.
Well, I guess this day isn't going to get any happier.
Right? That's your action.
Right,
I play a little harmonica.
right before he cast that spell, he was like, how could this day get any worse? And then it starts raining on him.
Oh, bother.
Charlie Goodboy, you've been in here for a while now. You've fought 2 people. I need you to make for me quickly another wisdom saving throw.
Sure. Something just happened to my thing. Sorry.
That's all right. You can just use a real dice.
No, I
Okay.
refuse.
Little digital boy.
Fuck me.
All right. We can come back to you.
No, I'm... Why did I do this, Dave?
Let's go ahead and
Take this, and I want you to
man.
roll it.
11, but I got good wisdoms, but I don't know what they are.
Got 3 wisdoms. You've got +2 wisdoms, so you got a
Please.
13.
What's the wisdom's on
3.
there?
Put wisdoms on.
Oh, saving throw +3.
Wisdom.
Oh, okay, 14. Okay, so you suddenly 14. Yeah, all right. You still, unfortunately, are still controlled by the curse, so you still
Okay.
don't break free of it.
All right.
But you have found yourself after the horror nightmare bedroom in a new space, walking as if you've been walking for an hour. You come through the doorways into a vast crypt, a mausoleum, da-da-da-da-da-da. Green orbs on the wall.
Great.
You can make a perception check as well.
Okay. Yeah, cha-cha. It's a 15.
15. And you can see from the angle that you've come in that there is a statue facing almost the doorway that you've come through, holding what seems to be a crystal orb in its palm. So it's sort of just in here. And this, well, actually, no, it's here.
Just to the side, so I can
Yep.
open those big doors.
You
Yep.
come through,
Okay.
and you can see that the orb is is like a transparent green rock, and deep inside it, you can see there's a key.
Okay, great. I'm going to go and get that orb.
Okay, so the statue's holding it.
Yep.
Yep. So you walk up and
Take the orb.
okay, you grab the crystal and you try to pull it from the statue.
Yep.
Make a strength check for me.
Is that athletics?
You can use athletics. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's 6.
Okay, you start straining and heaving, but you can't quite pull the crystal, and you realize that you're making quite a lot of noise because the statue is sort of grinding against the stone as you do, trying to calm it down. Zephyr, you hear this as well, and you spin around and you can see that there is a cultist interfering with a statue behind you, and we cut to Dipshit to bring you into the story as well. Dipshit, you are lying down.
Oh,
It's quite comfortable.
thank goodness.
You were very, very stressed. You can't remember what happened, but you felt like you were running from something very, very scary. But now you feel warm.
Ah,
You are lying down, your eyes are closed.
Oh, this is so nice.
I will add that because you have lost the 2 years of your life that you missed, you have lost all sense of having ever killed a person.
That was foremost at the front of my mind. Right now, Dipshit is just a person with innate skills and knowledge that they have a steady job at the bakery to go back to.
Yes,
And their uncle is alive.
That's right, and
And they
their
have an
uncle is
uncle.
alive.
Oh.
Yeah, so Dipshit feels, you couldn't explain why, but you feel like a great weight has been lifted, that you couldn't say what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're lying there.
I guess Dipshit's going to kind of just grumble a little
Basking
bit.
in a
and then-
buncular possibility.
Yeah, with the with the idea that they could get up and call an uncle, or even put off
Make a
calling an
pie.
uncle. The two great delights of this day. Dipshit is going to roll over and just sit up, roll over from their side, sit up, and just prepare to face the day.
Okay, as soon as you try to roll over, there's something strange. You must be tucked in too tight in your bed because you can't seem to get out of your bed.
Okay, Dipshit opens their eyes.
Do you want to do that? Because Dipshit's having a great day.
It's not Dipshit's fault the day is going to become bad.
Ignorance is bliss.
Okay, Dipshit opens their eyes.
Okay, Dipshit, you open your eyes and you see yourself in a brightly illuminated room.
Oh.
Wooden paneling on the floors, very different to the room I've described to the others. Actual natural light of burning torches, which is making the room feel warm and cozy around you.
Wow.
You are lying on a wooden board that is covered lightly in straw, and you are strapped with great big leather bands to
Oh,
that
this is
board.
sounding so good up until you got to strapped. Okay.
The light you can see above you, it seems to twinkle until your eyes focus as you realize that the light of the torches is glinting off a guillotine's blade that is hanging above you from a rope that is lodged halfway through a candle that is burning
Oh my
Jeez
god.
Louise.
opposite from you.
Carlo was locked to a bench like a bike.
Yep. I rolled for all of you before I started.
Okay.
I had bad starts and good starts. You got the worst roll. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but
that's
yeah.
A little bit of French roulette for Tom.
Welcome to your day, Dipshit.
Okay. Dipshit's gonna go ahead and treat themselves to a.
Again, Dipshit thinks that they work in the culinary arts, so it doesn't make any sense.
A full-throated scream, I think, seems in Dipshit's future. So I think Dipshit's going to go ahead and do that.
All right, a scream echoes out through the crypt. It seems to be coming from the level directly below you, but it seems familiar and terrifying as you all spin around. The noise means that you all move suddenly enough that you can see each other. Zephyr, you suddenly realize, with the exception of the natural 20, everyone can see each other.
Okay.
Or hear, and you realize now the whole space. We know, for instance, that
I'm here.
you're here. Dietrich is in here. I've got a little model for
Oh, is
Dietrich.
that this guy?
Yep, that was it. Dietrich is in here, chained to the wall. You're up here. And you can hear Dipshit, but you don't know where Dipshit is. As
Where's
the scream also, by the way, makes all of the orbs flare into light, and the place goes from darkness to dim light. So now even those that can't see can see.
Well, I think I was,
You're still hidden.
but I'm hidden.
You're still
Okay.
hidden.
I'll do a crouch
All right.
kind of thing. Okay.
We're not yet in
I guess-
structured time, so anyone can act.
Okay.
I imagine Dietrich is also kind of hidden in a tiny isolated storm that's just in the cell. They'd be like, oh look, there's a room full of rain.
How's the
That
drainage?
rain cloud must have done something fucked up.
How's the drainage in that cell? Is it rapidly filling with water?
10 gallons. Yeah, the cell is slowly filling with 10 gallons of water. So,
That's not very much.
It's not- it's-
when you put that over a cell.
and Carlo can stop the spell at any time. It's just a question of
Right.
pride.
Or I can increase its volume.
Dumping all your spell
Are you
slots.
holding your manacle up to the rain, like trying to catch as many drops as you can?
Yeah.
So your plan is to make rainfall on yourself and then catch enough in the lock of your manacles to that the pressure will burst it open.
Look, I like to keep a couple of my plays close to my chest, Dave.
All right.
But yes.
Can I whack the orb with my shillelagh?
You can, but I think Zephyr wants to go first.
Okay.
Zephyr was the last to act,
Yeah.
the first act, so.
I think that not knowing who made the scream, she would follow the sound of the scream.
Okay, it seems to be coming from... So you're aware that there are cultists around you, but none of them seem to be looking at you at this moment. it seems to be coming below you and through the northern wall that you're still walking alongside. So it seems like it's coming.
I tried to go through.
Would you want to check and make an investigation roll for me?
Yep. Alright, so I go and I put my ear to it and I only roll a 6.
Okay, you can't work out any
Put
way
your nose to it again.
to get through it.
Yeah.
But it seems like also to be coming from the west. So if you want, you can head up towards the glowing green circle, that area.
Yeah, I do. I make my way over there.
All right, great. So you make your way up here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which means that you're also passing below the mausoleum where you are tracking Zephyr. So she's walking past, which means if you want, you can make a little attack.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but also, what? All right, what was the last thing? If you could pick one and paint me just the quickest picture, what's the last thing that Selma remembers doing?
The last thing that you remember doing is about 2 years ago, you were a friend of yours, Mr. Gribbits of the Gribbits Detective Agency, asked you to join his agency and said that it was very important. This memory is strange and a bit inconsistent, but you believe it very firmly. That you had to find something for him deep under the ground called the Telemann Codex, and that there would be evil cultists that would try and stop you, but it was important for the fate of the city that you find the Codex, and that you would have to stop those cultists from stopping you to do it.
Stop them from stopping me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, the thing is, I don't know whether I would attack because I'm hidden and I want to get this damn thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. She's not. She's sitting.
Yeah, and of course there are, like, you guys also, you often, will deal with the threat by talking to them, charming them, trying to convince them otherwise.
Yeah.
You don't need to jump into combat, but you do believe that they are very evil, irredeemable people.
And I want to use divine sense
Okay.
because I want to know whether I can detect good and evil in this direction.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't think about that. Yeah, okay, you can cast Divine Sense.
Okay, cool. I just tippy tap on there.
Yeah, so you cast Divine Sense on Zephyr.
Yeah.
That takes a spell slot, but you realize something, that one of the truths that you feel you've been told is inconsistent, because you were told that these necromites were evil. And would you say Zephyr is neutral good, chaotic good, maybe, Alex?
I think true neutral. She killed a guy before this.
Didn't seem too cut up about it.
Not at all.
Okay, great. But still, this is bizarre, because you were expecting lawful evil.
Well, yeah, so that gives me a lot of pause, and I guess I'm like just a tiny bit shaken by that, so she's going to...
Well, I'm actually going to let you do something more than that. If you want. I'm going to give you 2 things, because that's so cool. I'm going to give you an inspiration token, so you can have this.
I get the heavy disc?
Yep, have you ever had inspiration before?
No. Have you seen my comedy hack?
You give it to me when you want to re-roll the dice.
Okay, all right.
And the other thing is that it triggers in you anytime the curse is trapped in a contradiction. You're going to get an opportunity to make your wisdom save again.
Ooh!
So you can make another wisdom save throw.
Okay, let me... oh my god, it's in here, right? Yes. It is? No?
No, it's just your saves. Just roll the normal dice. All
Alright, I am. 8!
An 8 doesn't matter. Okay. So you will stop. You don't need to attack her straight away, but something is niggling in your mind. Something's screaming at the very back of your mind that this is all very wrong. What do you want to do for your action?
Okay. Oh, it was actually a 7, by the way. What do I want to do?
Well, okay, so it works.
7, the magical wizarding number.
obviously.
If you've read the turf books.
The books by the turf.
Yes. Okay. What? Actions. I did the divine sense.
7's a pretty crowded number, huh? Means a lot of things to a lot of people.
Yeah, they're
Just
good.
something to think about. I was buying you time. Don't look away from your phone.
Then don't say things that I love. All right. Okay. Well, I think I've only got like 1 spell slot
Actually,
left.
I'm going to do
do that.
I'm going to do one other thing, which is dipshit. I'm just going to roll how many turns the candle has.
Okay. So I know that I am not noticed yet.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna in the Selma voice, go, woo, and then like hide further, I think. I need time to think. I can't.
So you're going to draw attention to yourself and hide somewhere
No,
else?
I'm going to do it like really stealthily. I got so good of stealth. I had 22 if you remember.
I think part of having 22 of stealth is having the foresight not to go.
Then I think that. That's an inside of my head sound that I make.
Okay.
And I go,
So I don't hear that.
you don't hear it, no.
All right.
No, Alex, you
In
don't.
that case, Zephyr, you make your way up, and you can see that there is this huge. It's actually smoke is coming off. It looks like it's really hot. This portal, and there are these two big lanterns with green flame coming off the side of it. There's a little statue next to it, and you can also see now a ladder built into a recess leading down.
I'm going to go ahead and just say before this, Dipshit is going to very up there screaming and just start detailing their situation as explicitly as possible.
So what does that sound like?
You gotta help me, I'm under a guillotine and the guillotine's rope is over a string and the string is over a candle. I'm sorry, I said the rope is over a string. It's more of a thin rope, so it's more like a thick string, but the thick string is over a candle and that's about to burn through it. Come on, you gotta help me, I work in a bakery. It's just kind of that, like fragments of that over and over again. Yeah. Yep. A guillotine is something that is used to kill people.
That's interesting. Someone said they worked in a bakery.
Can everyone hear that?
Everyone can hear that. If it's being screamed, I will say that everyone
And
can
can
hear
I
that.
call out?
Yeah, sure. You don't know who that is yet.
I say, who are you?
My name is Dipshit. I use they, them pronouns.
Oh, that's awesome. I guess I use she, her.
That's cool.
But I guess I've been thinking about it.
I'm under a
what
guillotine.
is-
I'm literally life or death situation, very much more death.
And that's the end of your time, Alex. That's your 6 seconds. So we're going to quickly jump to Dietrich Hunt. I'm just going to make a mark on the candle meter, and we are on to Dietrich's turn.
Okay, now
You've had a lot of time to think about your plan.
I'm guessing my clothes are wet.
Yes, they are. They're quite wet.
Could that? Okay, I gotta tell you, my skills are history, insight, and persuasion. And how do I use those to get out of this bind? The only way I can think of it is, what kind of history do you see in these manacles, Dave? What can I tell from these manacles?
Make a history check.
Maybe
Well, thank you.
maybe he's seen Shanghai Nights and he knows that wet fabric will bend metal.
Yeah. I got an 8. I got an
So
8.
you're not very good at history.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. You're pretty sure that wet fabric can bend metal.
Based on Jackie Chan pissing on a shirt.
I guess, I don't know. Can I?
You can try and pull. They're old and rusted. As I said,
They'll
there's
be
a
more
figure.
rusty now,
There's
given
a
all that
figure
water
chained,
that's been,
Yeah.
chained to the wall opposite you.
And they're also older because at least 6 seconds has passed.
Wait, so there's somebody else chained opposite me?
Yep, that's right. And there was what looks like a box in the other corner as well.
A box, eh?
And steps leading up to the west that make their way up.
And what is the other person alive or are they dead?
They're slumped down. They're not moving.
Interesting.
They haven't reacted to the rain?
No, they haven't reacted. The water's just.
Well, if they're
They're in a-
sleeping, that would be so soothing.
Or drowning.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna.
Sorry,
try
I have to ask. So, how does Jackie Chan use water?
So he pisses on a shirt that he gets from Owen Wilson, and then he puts the shirt around some.
No, that's not a good one.
What did you say?
Do your own.
I said, oh, come on. Now there's pee on my shirt. No, it's...
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. He pisses on.
shirt there.
He pisses on Owen Wilson's shirt, and then they put it
You
around
gotta
to.
piss on my shirt.
Yeah, that's perfect Jackie Chan. And then he puts it around the bars, and they get like a piece of wood, and he like tightens it, and he's like, wet fabric or wet rope won't break. Is what he says to him.
Right.
And they bend the bars and get out of the prison that they're in.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
Oh, spoilers.
I'm sorry. What do you do, Carlo?
I'm gonna see if I can wake up if this person's asleep or if they're dead.
Yeah, how you gonna wake him up?
I am. So, am I legs?
Yeah, so you've just got just one manacle on one hand.
And so, could I reach that person if I stretched out?
You'd have to throw something or use a stick.
Could I?
He throws away his manacle key.
Yeah. I'm gonna use taumaturgy.
Yep.
And like make a whisper in their like make not even just enough to wake them up sound in their ear.
Oh, I have a really quick question.
Yeah.
The other.
Is it about Jackie Chan?
It's not about Jackie Chan because I would know better. But so the room that they're in, they're both chained up, right?
Yeah.
And is there nobody else in that cell?
There's just the two of them.
Just the two of them.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's not there's like nobody else that's maybe like small on like a bike that maybe has like red spirals on their cheeks and they sort of come in on a little tricycle.
Not yet.
Nothing like that.
Not yet. Not in that room.
Okay, all right.
No.
The last thing I remember was coming out of the surgery.
Okay, Carla, you start to whisper and
Dietrich, I would like to play a game.
make a little performance check for
That's
me.
exactly what I whisper in that case. What
You're
do I have
calling
to do,
him
sorry,
Dietrich?
Very confusing.
Make a performance check.
Performance check? Don't mind if I do. Well, I got a 10.
All right, nothing happened. So, meanwhile,
Excellent. Another turn well spent.
it'll be interesting to see if you make it out of what I assume is an introductory puzzle.
Another 2 spell slots spent on
Trapped in
Carlos
the most-
escape the room.
The most rudimentary of escape rooms. Let's see what our good boy Charlie is up to.
Well, I'm just going to go for that thing again. I'm going to whack it with my shillelagh. So
Okay,
notice to an
that'll
attack.
make a big noise.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's enough of yelling going on anyway.
Oh yeah, no.
So that's a 20.
That will definitely shatter the arm of it. Yep.
Okay, and does what happens to the get access to the key?
Yeah. So the orb falls into your hand.
Yep.
The key is still locked inside the orb, but corpse dust billows out from the statue, and it seems
Dave?
like the entire front of the statue cracks like old dry soil as a skeleton that was lodged inside this statue bursts out of it and into combat with you. You have the orb key, congratulations, but the skeleton is there and it takes a big old swing at you, which is,
Skeletons.
yeah, and it rolls a 15-19.
19 just hits.
19 just hits with its short sword, which means that you take 8 points of damage, and the sound alerts everyone again. You all suddenly hear stuff behind you, Zephyr, because you're up high.
I'm not Zephyr.
No, that's true. But because you're up high,
Yeah.
Selma?
Selma? Yes.
You can see what's happening.
Demi. So you
just
okay?
Demi. Yeah. It's a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
And Simon, you are, I guess you can tell because it's happening to you. Dipshit, you can't hear anything.
No, Dipshit's on a roll.
Dietrich, you
right.
can hear stuff, but you can't see anything because you're still in your cage. And you're doing just fine.
So
Despite all your rage.
wait, can I really quickly? So I see the skeleton coming towards.
Yeah, a cultist who has stolen something from a statue in the Tillman Lime's house that you were told to protect.
Yeah, but I don't think Selma is having a whirlwind of emotions right now.
We're going to come back to your action because Alex, you're up next.
I think I'm gonna try and blow out the candle.
Okay, so you're going to go down the ladder into the room. Is that what you're going to do? Because you're still upstairs.
She's an air genasi.
You can fly down.
Yeah, I can
Did
float
you-
down
Can't you
if
just
I
shoot
want to.
a wind there?
You can, yeah, but if you're going to walk.
That's true.
It was the first thing you said was she's an air bud. Because it sounded like
Oh my god. Charlie, if you survive, you have to become an airbud.
you do. You have to start playing basketball.
All right, so you float down and you can see a figure of what looks like a quite young but unmistakable cultist of Merkul. Shaved head, the skeleton, the intricate skull tattooed over their face, but they are strapped into a guillotine, wet with sweat, looking at
probably
you
bend his way out of there.
with terror.
Is the candle? Did I blow the candle out
You
yet?
can, but I'm saying before you do it, you see that this is a cultist that is strapped there.
Yeah. And I say, I think I would want to get information off him.
Yep.
So I blow the
you blow the
candle
candle
out,
out.
and he's still incapacitated, right?
All right, so the candle is blown out, and
Oh, thank you so much. I would have just settled for moving it, but that's a much more elegant solution.
the figure, by the way, dipshit, that has come down the stairs is an evil cultist of Merkul, towering over you.
I have heard bad things about you guys, but you have done all right by me so far.
Possibly the one that has tied you into this trap.
Oh yeah, but then why would they blow out the candle?
Do we hear the things? Like, do I hear dipshit say what he says, or does it sound?
At the
sorry.
moment, you have so far. You have, but now that you're seeing them, it may change.
I say, don't move a muscle, or I'll put a dagger in your throat where that knife was gonna do it, but I didn't do it.
What?
Yeah.
What must?
That's right.
How could I possibly move?
I don't know. You cultists are sneaky.
Well, didn't you tie me in here? You should know that I can't possibly move with these restraints on.
No, I didn't tie you here. I've just arrived.
I work.
Now, where's that teledex that we're all after?
I work at a bakery, and I can tell you where the bread is at the bakery.
And I say, cultist lies.
Dipshit truths.
Make an intimidation check for me, Zephyr.
Okay. Oh, it's a 24 day.
Okay. Yeah, so suddenly the cultist looks at you, and fear, like you've never felt before, fills you, sort of paralyzing you with fear as she walks towards you, and you notice at that point, unmistakably, the weapons that she has strapped to her belt.
Oh no. Well, you know what? It served me okay the first time. Help! It's the guillotine guy again, but now someone is approaching on me menacingly after intimidating me. I'm still in the guillotine, but the candle is out. They blew it out, but the candle is still out, so they may choose to relight it, which would put me back in the same predicament I was in the first place.
Okay, so
And I say, where is the book?
No, I don't know. Which book?
now remember, you've been sent to find the Telemann Codex.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is.
No, you don't know where it is, but you know the cultists are looking for it.
Oh, the Codex. Oh, I don't know. I was sent to look for that. Sorry, I thought you had said Codex.
But I've been sent to look for that.
Okay.
That's not a contradictory, Alex. You've been told the cultists are sent to look for the Codex, and that they're trying to find it for Merkul.
So what is stopping me from just killing him right now?
Them.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Let's not let conflict
look,
get in the way
But-
of, respecting these pronouns.
Not a
no.
huge...
Of the character again, but just God, because I am a big lumpen amount of man, and you're staring at me.
Not a huge amount, unless you think that they can help you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! Unless you think that they can help, or that they know where the Codex is, or that they can help you deal with their other cultist brethren. This is...
I'll say.
Can't be-
What's Simon doing?
Simon
I
has
can't see. He's
stacked-
making
Nobody
a
can
dice
see.
tower?
Nobody can see what
My
you're
nameplate
doing.
is in front of it, unless I get so high.
He has stacked so many dice.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, damn.
Nobody's allowed to do that again.
Sorry.
You get one.
It's a lot of people playing. It's a bit boring game.
It's a lot of... Yeah, I mean, again, it's also being slower because none of you are willing to make a move just yet. But this one...
I just raised a
Okay,
skeleton.
fine. All right. Well, then I aim my crossbow at. I aim my crossbow at Dipshit's heart,
Why would
and I say, "You better give me some information about this book, cultist scum, or I'm going to seriously put a crossbow through your heart."
Okay.
And I won't even feel bad about it.
Oh my god. All right, I think that
Chaotic.
Dipshit's gonna try and just persuade as best as they can.
All right,
here.
make a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what you say, first of all.
Okay. I guess the first thing I'm gonna say is, can you give me a second to gather my thoughts?
I guess that's reasonable.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, if I had a crossbow pointed at someone... Okay.
Is Dipshit saying that out loud?
You've got very little time to make this
Okay,
case.
all right. So, look, I don't know how I got here. I work at a bakery. My name is Dipshit, and I'm nobody. I have a customer service job, and I'm gonna have a customer service job next year and the year after that. And then eventually I'll get into management, and I'll hate that too. But I have that to look forward to, taking care of the people who have the customer service job that I had back then, so I can make it less shitty than it is now for me, for them. So I don't want to die, because I'm gonna give people paid time off even more than they deserve, and they deserve a lot.
All right, wonderful speech, but make the persuasion check for me.
That is a 14.
14, okay. While this is happening, 14 is not enough either way to make a strong difference, but while this is happening, you've been able to sneak forward. All right, and as you do...
Oh, okay.
That
wasn't
what you're
I...
doing?
No.
No, what do you want to do?
I want to ram the skeleton.
Okay. Well, in that case, you're not part of the scene, so I'm going to come back. All right. So, Zephyr, so Dipshit looks at you like that, and for a second you see that there is like a quite scared boy in this little cultist who is obviously terrified of you and not a threat, babbling about things that don't make sense because he's clearly a cultist.
Scared. I know that they're in disguise, but just scared like person.
Scared.
not boy.
So yeah, strapped to this table.
So I think they're not evil?
No. Just they're a young evil cultist.
I think maybe I go, okay, I'll make this fair. And can I cut off his manacles?
If you want.
Like, could I use something to do that? And I said, well, look, if you want to fight me, you can face me. This is an unfair advantage. You're clearly a very small person.
Okay, great. If you want.
Oh.
So
I do want.
So as you're moving towards them to untangle them, suddenly you hear a smashing sound and a dust fills the room, like corpse dust, and you.
This guy loves corpse dust.
Well, no, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same. So because as suddenly a statue that's built into the side of the room bursts open and a skeleton drags itself out. It's behind Dipshit as you're leaning towards, but it's moving around the thing towards you as it lunges at you.
Okay. How do you kill a skeleton?
Oh, the same way you kill most things in D&D.
Oh,
Love.
big whack.
Big whack, big whack,
whack.
Lavender.
All right, I'll do it. I'll aim my crossbow at him instead.
So you jerk your crossbow.
Oh, sorry, at them instead.
This-
The skeleton. Wait, does the skeleton have a male
It depends
or a
on
female?
the on the shape of the pelvis. That's how you'll tell.
Yeah.
Look at the pelvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of.
Great. You go for the skeleton, and you make an attack towards it.
Oh, natural 20.
Really? Oh, well done. All right.
Yeah, look.
Okay, so you.
Look.
I can't, but
You can. It's on D&D
Oh,
Beyond.
yeah, I can. 10 points of damage. Okay, cool. You hit the skeleton, and it lurches back and falls against the guillotine and smashes into you, Dipshit.
Ow. Oh, I'm still restrained. There's not much I can do.
You are,
I guess I could.
But you're in more peril
You're
now.
only
and-
you're only restrained by a band of your legs, a band over your shoulders,
Oh, I could sit up.
a band over your shoulders.
Oh, I'm gonna struggle with my band. the band over my shoulders so I can sit.
The point
sit
that
up.
I'm making is because it smashes against you, and
Yeah.
it's still got all these blades and barbs on its things. It weakens the bands, and if you
I
want to,
see.
you can try and use this to your advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and wriggle out of my restraints.
All right. Do you want to see if you can make for me? If you're wriggling, make a dexterity save.
It
Dexterity
is.
check. Dexterity check.
Dexterous wriggle.
It's absolutely a wriggle, and my dexterity roll is a 10.
Okay, great. The bands are weakened, but you are unfortunately still in the bands. Dietrich, you're up.
All right, so these chains.
I can't believe we're almost at the halfway time.
This is fucked.
I guess I'm just gonna try and pull the chain out
Oh.
with my strength, I guess.
Go for it.
Or should I try and slide out of the mannequin?
I mean, these are all options. If
Good
you
way
want.
to get degloved.
Well, my strength is higher than my dexterity, so I think I'm gonna try and pull the chain out of the wall.
Okay, all right. Well, let's just keep it going. Let's keep the movement. Let's keep the tempo at the fun tempo that we've established in this adventure.
All right. Let's try a little dice roll in here. Okay. It's a natural 20 plus 2. 22.
Oh my god!
Papa Mia.
All right, with the power of your memories of the veteran wars that you once fought in, you
Oh, man.
pull the chain out of the wall, which crumbles like wet loam. The chain dragging behind you. You are up. You are free. You have the run of the room. So there is, as I said, a chest in the corner. There's another figure slumped against the northern wall, and there is the barred
Tricycle puppet.
doors.
I think it's time to have a sit down and a good long think.
That's Bella's action, which means